This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're performing a video sewer inspection and wasteline inspection. We are located at 6820 Motz Street, M-O-T-Z Street, Paramount, California, 90723. And we're going to try running through a 2-inch drain line cleanout on the right hand side of the back house and see if we can get out a ways. We might be able to locate another main line cleanout. We're going to zero out our camera monitor right at the opening. Okay, we're zeroed out and we're going to begin running through. Running out through the 2-inch drain line. I'm going to try and run across the house. There may be another mainline sewer cleanout buried on the other side of the house. Pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to resume and we're actually going to pull our camera out. We did locate another mainline sewer cleanout on the side of the steps on the right hand side of the back house. Kind of a unusual place to have a mainline cleanout, but if it works, it works. So we do have a 3-inch ABS plastic cleanout right on the side of the steps. So we're just going to pull our camera back out, which will definitely make it a lot easier to get our camera out, hopefully all the way to the front house. We're pulling back. Okay, and we're going to move our camera equipment over to the side of the steps. Right there for a moment. Okay, we're going to zero out right at the entrance to the 3-inch ABS plastic cleanout on the side of the steps. Okay, we're going to begin running our camera. Now we're running underneath the back house. We've had some water running. We have an inspector inside. We're going to just run out and then we'll run some water and we'll double check it on the way back as well. Now we're making a turn. Looks like we're making another turn. We're going to run in approximately another 15-20 feet and then we'll try and locate and see where we're at. We'll probably be on the other side of the house. Okay, making another turn. Taking a little turn there. A lot of turns in this line. We're going to make another turn. We may not be able to get out all the way because of all the turns. Difficult to get through the line with all the turns. We're going to pause right here and take a look. That looked like an inlet from the side, so we're going to pause and take a look real quick. Okay, we located mainline sewer cleanout right in this area, and we are about 10 inches deep. We marked this area with an orange flag, and we uncovered the cleanout. We're going to continue to push out. See if we can get all the way out to the next sewer cleanout at the front of the house. And then we'll pull our camera back and we'll double check this line all the way to there. It's like we're a little bit flat in this area probably because we are pushing a little bit of water. Now we're pushing a little more water. And it's getting flatter now. Now we're actually going underwater a little bit. We had a little bit of debris that was holding back some water. So we'll see once we get out far enough. And the sewer line is comprised of ABS plastic pipe and fittings. There's another joint. I'll pause for a moment.
Okay, we have a little bit of water running. We're going to try to push out to the next clean out.
We're continuing to run out toward the mainline sewer cleanout at the front house, on the left-hand corner of the front house. And then we will begin pulling back. Pretty closely. 16, probably got another 15 feet maybe. Vitreous high, huh? You want me to go check it?
We're going to pause right here for a second.
Okay, we are approximately 3 feet past the mainline sewer cleanout. It is an ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. We're pulling back to it. And now we're transitioning back to the ABS plastic. And this is our mainline sewer cleanout at the left front corner of the house. So we're going to continue to pull back now. We've had a lot of water running. We didn't see any major issues on the way out. We saw a couple flat spots on the way out, but nothing terrible. You have a little tiny bit of debris in the line. That's telling me it is a little bit flat. We can see the water moving though, and it is draining downward. We don't have any major bellies in here at this time. So we're going to continue to pull back. We're going to pull back a little bit quicker as we did look at the joints and look at the piping on the way out. If we see something, we'll stop and we'll look at that area. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Won't really say anything about the joints on the way back unless there's an issue. joint. Another joint. Joints are generally 10 to 20 feet apart. It all depends on what length piping they put in. Another joint appears to be approximately 10-foot lengths. We'll probably have another joint at maybe about 64 feet. Another joint at about 64 feet, so probably have another joint at about 54 feet. Got a little flat spot here. We're holding a little bit of water. Another spot there, another joint. If it holds true, we're going to have another joint at probably about 44 feet. I believe we're going to be coming back into the house as well. And we had our mainline sewer clean out that we located. Another joint there, and our mainline sewer clean out was at 44 feet. Coming back up into the house. Joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Pulling back. Didn't see any major bellies or any major issues. A little bit of glue hanging down there, no big deal. Won't harm anything. Coming back toward our 3-inch ABS plastic waistline and sewer line cleanout on the right-hand side of the back house, on the side of the steps. As I said, it's an unusual area, so you want to make sure that everybody knows where this is, because somebody would have a difficult time probably trying to find it if they didn't know. They could walk right by it and not see it. Now we're under the waistline. We're in the waistline under the house, coming back toward our clean out. All the joints, as far as we can see, appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to pull our camera out, and then we're going to relocate our equipment to the clean out at the front left corner of the house. That ABS plastic mainline sewer clean out transitions to transitions to vitreous clay pipe and fittings. So we'll take a look at that area and all the way out to the street. Now we're pulling up and pulling out of our waistline and sewer line clean out, and we will relocate our equipment. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we've relocated our camera equipment to the front left-hand corner of the house, the front house, and this is our ABS plastic mainline clean out. It is in a round box with a green lid that says irrigation. It says irrigation on the lid, but it's actually the mainline sewer clean out. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor right here, and we're going to begin running our sewer inspection from here out to the street. We did see from running back there that it transitions here momentarily to vitreous clay, and that's our transition to vitreous clay. Appears we do have a little bit of root intrusion on the right hand side possibly. We'll look at that real good. Either that or there was some root intrusion and now it just has the staining from it possibly. So we're going to continue to run out now. A little bit of an offset there, small offset. We're at 8 feet. I believe we have 4-foot lengths. So we should be at about 12 feet at the next joint. And we're pretty close. We're about 4-foot lengths from what I can see. So far the joints appear to be in fair condition, but you got an offset here, little separation. So you got some older vitreous clay joints, and I believe they probably had some root intrusion and were cleaned out from what it looks like, what it appears. Coming up to another joint, we got a fairly large offset here. You can see where we're kind of dropping down into the pipe. Can't see the offset that great because it's at the top. You can see it from back here. There's a little bit of an offset. You can see the top of the pipe, another offset. Still maintainable. And we're coming up to another joint. Looks like we had a lot of root intrusion in here in this joint. This is in the front yard. We had a very large amount of root intrusion in that joint. Looks like the pipe was cleaned out, but still has roots. Have a very large offset and separation in this joint. This is in the front yard area. Had to kind of jump over that joint. Coming up to another joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition from what we can see. We're going to blow this up on the laptop and take a good look at it too. Have another joint. Separation in that joint. A little bit of a separation, not terrible. Lined up fairly well. And continue running out toward the street. Little separation and little offset there. It's holding back some water. Gonna have to jump over that joint. And now we are at the vitreous clay lateral. We're gonna pause and we're gonna locate this area real quick so we get a good idea where it's at. We're gonna put our locator on and pause for a moment. Okay, we located this area and it is in the left front corner of the yard, in the front yard. We marked it with an orange flag, 3 foot 9 inches deep, and this is the lateral transition from the 4-inch vitreous clay to the 6-inch vitreous clay lateral running out into the street. And the homeowner owns this lateral all the way to the city sewer tie-in connection. So we're going to continue to push out. That first joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Second joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well from what we can see. The next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Holding back a little bit of water. Got some concrete slag in the joint, which is common. That's what they put the joint together with. And that will dam up and hold back a little bit of water, but shouldn't be an issue. Joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well, as does the next joint. Now we're dropping down a little bit more. We can see we got more grade. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. As does the next joint. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We should be coming upon the city sewer here momentarily. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Making our turn, and this is our saddle fitting. We're making our turn, and we should be dropping into the city sewer. Right there's the end of the saddle fitting. That's it, too. That's the saddle fitting going into the city. Can't tell if there might be a crack right there. Push in a little bit. It could be a crack. It's hard to tell. You're kind of hanging there, too. We're going to have to blow this up on the laptop and really take a good look at it. Having a hard time getting in. We're going to pull back about a foot and then try and run it up in there. There we go. We just dropped into the city sewer. Now we're hanging and we're in the city sewer. Got a lot of water rushing by us, as you can see. We're going to pull back just a little bit. And this is in the street. Now we're pulling back up, and we're going to be pulling out of the city sewer. We were dropped down into the water of the city sewer, and that's the end of it. Kind of tough to see. We're pulling back. Now we're out of the city sewer. We'll take a good look at that joint. Way to get it is trying to run it up in there. I just pulled back, Steve. We saw all that we could see, really. Yeah, it's hanging, it's kind of dangling. We're at a pretty good drop right there. That's a good sweep right before the city sewer. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And we looked at all the joints on the way out real well. So we're just going to pull our camera back now. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to finalize our video sewer inspection. Pause at that one place where we had the roots, had the larger root intrusion, and I'll mark that.
30 something.
So we're pulling back. Pulling back a little bit of water with the concrete slag right there. Joints all appear to be in pretty fair condition. The transition. Continue to pull back. We're just going to continue to pull back now. And that's where we have quite a bit of root intrusion. It looks like that vitreous clay right on the side may be broken a little bit. We're going to pause and mark this area real quick. Okay, we're going to continue to pull our camera back. We marked that at 2 foot 11 inches deep. And that's right up against the wood fence on the far left-hand side of the house. Continue pulling back. Coming back to our mainline sewer cleanout. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection. Thank you.